talk about my day at the beach. That's right. I went to the beach yesterday. Now it's been a while. Let me get this. Now it's been a while. I changed. I'm still in my video room, but I decided to sit by the window. No curtains up yet because I still have to paint. But so I finally got a little bit of a tan. What I wanted to talk about was I went to the beach yesterday, Dolphin Beach. Now, I've been there before, and if you haven't seen my vlog in my Everyday Vlogs playlist with it, you can't miss it. The cover, the thumbnail says Dolphin Beach. So we went there, I think, twice before. I wanted to get there again, but the last time we were there, it was when we first moved here in the spring, so it was a lot cooler. It was nicer at the beach. There was more of a breeze, a cool breeze. Well, I didn't think about it, and we went yesterday, but we went earlier. And we figured we'd go there and leave by 12 or 12:30, noon, when the sun is really strong. Because my husband burns, I don't really burn. I turn red and then it turns golden brown. So what happened was we set out, and I'm going to show you. So we set out, we're driving, and then when we get there, so I'm there, I'm laying on the beach, and I'm getting hot, so my husband and I kept walking to the water. Now, my husband went into the water more than I did, but I was trying to get a tan. I didn't want to have to keep getting up. So I'm laying there, and then I'm like, you know what, I want to get up and maybe go in the water. But when I sat up, because I was sweating, I was really getting hot, and I figured where the sun was, I didn't have a watch with me or anything. I figured where the sun was and everything, it had to be around 11:15, almost 11:30. And we had almost 45 minutes or so to go, and I was really getting hot. And so I sat up to get the ocean breeze, and we were sitting pretty close to the ocean. And then I'm thinking, maybe I'll go in the water. And I said, do you want to go a little earlier, to my husband? And he's like, yeah, if you want. So he walked off to go in the water, and I was going to lay down again, but then I'm like, no, let me get up. So when I was about to get up, before I even got up, I noticed my heavy breathing, like my breathing was labored. And usually before I pass out or anything, I know that my breathing gets like shallow, it's labored, and it starts more. So I was like, uh-oh. And when I stood up, I felt very dizzy, and you know when you see the little fuzzy pins and needles, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna pass out. And I started to feel nauseous. So I'm like, I must have heat exhaustion, because it was early in the morning. The only thing I didn't get much sleep. We woke up early. I only had a cup of coffee that morning. I only had like a few sips of water from the bottle of water that I brought. And I didn't go in the water too much, maybe twice. And I kind of just laid there, and it was really hot. So I got up, and I was feeling kind of nauseous and dizzy, and I thought I was going to pass out. And I'm like, I really don't feel good. I'm telling my husband. He's like, well, go in the water. Come here, come here. But I didn't want to go out further because I was afraid that I'd pass out in the water really deep. And I know he'd be there to get me, but... So I just sat down and let the water come up to about my shoulders, and it kept pulling me. But then the motion of the waves pulling me back and forth started to make me even more dizzy, nauseous. And then I tried not to like keep my eyes open. Then I got up. And I walked back to the blanket and just flopped there. Then I'm like, give me water. So I started to drink it. And then I'm like, I thought I was going to puke. So I know people were probably looking at me, but I don't care. And now I was starting to panic because I felt it. I knew I was going to probably faint. And my breathing was like getting worse. And so now I'm on a full-on anxiety panic attack, and my husband's trying to calm me down, trying to pull me into the water, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. There's no medics on this beach. You've got to fend for yourself. So I was kind of freaking out, and he's like, come on, get in the water. And I was going to, but then I chickened out. And then I just got up, and I'm like, well, let's just go. So he starts packing the stuff and I'm walking. He goes, "You just gonna leave without me?" I'm like, "I just want to get to the car," because it was a long walk. Because there's a long pier, if nobody's familiar with Dolphin Beach in Alabama, there's a long pier before you get to the beach. So once you walk to the beach, we walk pretty much all the way by the ocean so we can lay down. Well, my problem was walking. The thought of walking made me panic, and my breathing, and as he's packing the stuff and I'm walking, I just went on the ground. There was some more water from when the ocean was up there. So I fell in the puddle and I laid there. Now people were walking by me like, "This girl's strange," but I didn't care. So my husband's like, "Get up." I'm like, "I can't." He's like, "You have to. I can't carry you." And so I'm like, you know, he poured the rest of the bottle of water that we had over me, and I just laid there. And then finally I'm like, okay. Once I tried to control my breathing and got out of the big puddle thing, and I'm like, let's just do this. So we walked and we walked, but once we got away from the main beach part and we were near the boardwalk, I started to feel a little better. My breathing was slowing down, and then there was more of a breeze. And when we got on the boardwalk and we walked, there was a little bit of shade because they have an area where there's a covering and a table. Then you walk and there is no covering, and then there's this big covering thing, I guess, where they have bathrooms, but those bathrooms are closed. Maybe at one time they used to have a concession stand, I don't know. Or maybe, because we thought by the summer they'd open that, but I think they just don't use it anymore. So maybe not enough people go there for that any longer. But once we got into the car, I was covered because I sat in the water. So I had my bathing suit underneath it, and I just took my top and my shirt off, and I wrapped a towel around me and sat in the car, and the air just felt good. And then I was okay, but I really was not feeling that great. When I got home, I, took a shower. I threw my clothes and stuff in the wash and fed the cats and made dinner. But by that time, I couldn't even get up. And I was feeling dizzy and weak. And my husband said, "Why don't we go take a nap?" So we took a nap, woke up at 8 o'clock and watched some TV and shows and stuff. And today I just slept till 8:30. But I'm feeling better. I got a tan. But what I think from now on I'm going to do is not go to the beach until the weather starts getting cooler. I think I will go to the beach again in probably September, fall time, because we live in the South, so every day is beach weather all year round, but it's better to go when it's not summer. And if I want to maintain my tan, I'll just lay out my backyard where I could plug in my oscillating fan and have a water bottle, and if I get too hot, I just go in the house with the air conditioner. So I think that's what is going to be done until the weather cools off, because I'm susceptible to heat exhaustion. This is not the first time I got it. It's probably the third or fourth time, but other times I literally passed out, and I didn't want to do that this time. Not even in the ocean. So my beautiful day at the beach was kind of ruined. I wanted to stay till 12:30. That didn't happen. But on a good note, I got a tan, and my hair gets extra shiny. I'm telling you, the ocean water is amazing for your hair. Your skin gets softer, and look how shiny my hair is. I made sure that I got in there. And I love it because it's like butter. It's a little wavy because yesterday when I got out of the shower, there was no way I was blow drying it. My cat wants to come in. Maybe I should bring him in. Hold on. Okay, so he is a little monster. I call him Kool-Aid because he burst in the room like Kool-Aid burst through the wall. Say hi. Hi, everybody. He's dying to always get in this room because it's the one room he hasn't been able to get into except when he burst in here when I come in here, because I keep my computer in here. And at night, my husband and I put our laptops in this room. But I have too many things he can knock down and get into, and I don't want him to get a boo-boo. Your eye is dirty, young man. Yeah. That's not camera ready. So he's really cute, and I figured he'd be happy. But I know he's dying to scale all the totes, so One more look at the camera. Come on, everybody wants to see your beautiful face. Oh, open your eyes so it looks like you have a face. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay, he's going out now. So that's really all I wanted to tell you. Just my adventure at the beach and what I've been doing. I haven't really been doing much, and today I'm just going to hang out, relax with my husband after I put the laundry away. Right, so I just wanted to say hello, and now I'm going to start showing you our short ride to the beach, or a bit of the ride to the beach, and some of the beach. I'm not in it because I was too hot to get myself in the camera, and I didn't even bother much with the camera after that. But I'm going to put that, so keep watching for that, and here it is, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, so we're headed to the beach right now, and I'll take more video. Okay, on our way to the beach. It's a nice day. It's been a long time, so it was due. People bringing their boats. Hubby's in the water. There he is. I was just in the water. Jellyfish. It's our only one though. And a couple of dead ones. Too many people. Not really as many people. There's people in the water there. At least